Happy launch day, you guys. And if you're like, what launch? I'm launching my website today. I can't believe this day is here because it's taken so much planning and big decisions and hard work of writing all the components and the copy of the website and thinking about, you know, how it's going to kind of play out on a website and function for my clients. My website is for my virtual consulting skincare services that I offer. And the launch is happening at about 1:30 p.m. today. So I've got a few things to do to get in shape, get myself ready. I just woke up and I had so much like anxious energy and nervousness and yeah, just like I was kind of wired. So I did a 30-minute weightlifting workout and I'm gonna take a shower. I want to make a little protein smoothie to start the day. Probably don't need more coffee, but I'm gonna make some. And then I have therapy actually, which, yeah, I have therapy in a couple hours. And I was kind of thinking like, I don't know, is it gonna be like kind of a downer? Because I don't know, I like talk about all my issues obviously in therapy. But then I was just thinking like, no, this is probably so needed to get centered. And I love my therapist. She is the sweetest person. Like I think of her as like my friend, but like, I don't know, obviously with more professional experience, but she's just like so positive and sweet and so supportive of everything I do. So I think it's going to be great to talk to her and just, you know, mind right, business right. I do have anxiety and insecurities that are coming up, which is kind of just, I think it's natural when you start a business, and especially for me, it's something I'm working on. So excited to talk to her. And then I want to do a little get ready with me, put on some makeup and just make myself, you know, feel cute and ready for the day. And then we're launching. So that means the site will be live and you guys feel free to check it out. I want to talk more about like the branding and how I with my web designer built this website and, you know, all of the thought behind it and what went into kind of having a cohesive brand strategy. So definitely going to make more specific videos on that, but let me know what questions you guys have. I've already had a few messages like, I'm so excited to see your website because I don't know anything about branding and I need help. So I think this is just going to be like a new topic we can talk about together and that I can share with you. And I have to say, you guys, I would not have done this without you, without this community. Like being connected in this community is what keeps me motivated and going. And I do think motivation is overrated, but if there is any force behind it, it's you guys and the love I feel from you. Honestly, I think social media and starting my YouTube channel has been so therapeutic and healing for me, and I didn't even know like how kind strangers could be. And YouTube and you guys on Instagram and wherever you follow me or listen to my podcast, whatever it is, those of you I've met are literally angels on earth, and I'm just so grateful. And yeah, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't have my own brand, whatever. I wouldn't have the confidence in myself if it weren't for you guys. So thank you times a million. Love you guys so much. Yeah, let's get the day going. Cheers, guys. Good consistency. highly recommend. This has been my favorite lately. Frozen strawberries, frozen avocado, spinach, water, protein powder. I think that's it. So good. Okay, I just finished my therapy session, and honestly, that was a lot. I kind of knew it was going to be emotional for some reason, but I didn't expect to like fully break down. And within therapy, like even though it was a voluntary thing and I was open to it, like I am such a guarded person that I think it's been hard for me to be super vulnerable and like even bring up vulnerable things for me in therapy. And I think therapy works when you are open to it and you kind of can go there. And that's hard because nobody really wants to like dig up that stuff or like deal with those old emotions and whatnot. But I'm glad I'm like being more open with myself and like allowing myself to feel those things and talk about them. And I think having a business has been so tied to my self-esteem and my insecurities. It really can bring things out. And I think when you are finally stepping into your power, especially if people have had control over you in the past or you've felt like you had to do things a certain way to please somebody, it's hard to like let go of like that guilt or like shame when you are doing something for yourself. And there's not always, but there can be people when you are finally doing something for yourself. There can be people who aren't happy about it, who don't wish you well, who don't want you to be your best. And I am just working on kind of like detaching from that and just like literally doing me. Like life is too short. You cannot hold on to those old feelings and live to please other people, because when you do that, when you live to please other people, you can't do anything for yourself. And that's how I think I really kind of used to live. Like I always just wanted to be good. Like I wanted to be liked by everyone. I wanted to be this like, I don't know, perfect person. And the only way to do that is literally by living within other people's boundaries of their expectations for you. And it's not healthy, and that's not how you live your best life or live your highest purpose. You simply cannot live to please other people. And it's just a losing game if you try to live that way. So honestly, this launch it just means so much to me to have something of my own. And I'm not letting anyone's opinion hold me back. I mean, it's honestly something I struggle with, but I'm working on that. Anyway, that was my emotional little breakdown today, but we're good. We're launching in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to put on some makeup. I honestly like don't feel cute right now, or I don't know, I feel like puffy and I don't feel like my best, but I don't know. I just want you guys to like see more of the reality. I was talking with my therapist about like how I feel triggered by certain people and like I start to feel less than. And I don't know if this will help anybody, but she told me to try to replace that thought with something more neutral. And then she said to do something there's an actual name for it, but it basically involves tensing your muscles, or like contracting and like holding it for a second and then releasing it. So first step, replace your thought with something more neutral, and then try to contract the muscle. I used to do that when I was little to help me fall asleep. I would like contract my muscle and then let go, and it would help me fall asleep. I kind of forgot about it, but I feel like that could help a lot of us with our anxiety. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy. It's like a serum, like an antioxidant serum, but I use it for my bronzer. Kind of a theme with my makeup, if you haven't noticed, is I look for products that do have skin benefits. So I figure you might as well be using things that are beneficial for your skin if you are going to be using makeup. And this is pretty, as you can see, I need to really blend it out because this stuff is very bronzy and I'm very pale. And I've been making some TikToks about this, but about beauty blenders and how infested with bacteria they are and how damaging they can be for your skin. There's some crazy stats in looking into them more. Something like 85% of beauty sponges contain fungus. I mean, which makes sense because it stays damp almost every time you use it, or even if you wash it. It's a porous object, which is impossible to clean. That's just like literally staying damp. And like if you're putting it in a dark area, that's like the prime environment for bacteria. So I would highly advise against beauty blenders. Like why invest in your skin and then use something that is so full of bacteria, especially if you're concerned with breakouts. They gotta go. So instead of beauty blenders, I suggest just using a brush and actually cleaning it after every 1 to 2 uses, because they do harbor bacteria and collect dead skin cells with each application. Like every time I'm touching this brush to my face, I'm collecting bacteria and dead skin cells. So I know cleaning your brushes is kind of annoying, but especially if you invest in your skin, it is just something that is worth your time, and it doesn't take that long. I do my cat eye is I kind of smudge it messily, and then I use more of like an angled brush to flick it out and just like make the line more precise. I kind of have a tricky eye shape where my eyelids are very round. So sometimes a cat eye is a little bit tricky. I'm gonna spray my brush in my face with a little setting powder, and I use the Jane Iredale Palm Mist hydration spray. Just gonna finish with a little brow gel and mascara and a little lip color. The Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara. Looking down. And let's do a little NYX Butter Gloss to top it all up. This is the finished look we're going with, just more coverage than I would wear on a normal day. and a little bit more going on the eyes because it's a party, and the next time I see you guys, we will be live. Woo! And just like that, you guys, we are live. I was so scared to pull the trigger and make the announcement, but we are live. Tessa's Skin is a thing. Yeah, honestly, this just means so much to me because I never thought I'd be a person with a website. I didn't think I would have my own business. I did not think I fit the mold of your traditional entrepreneur, and I looked at people who are more outgoing and more extroverted than me and just, you know, more businessy. And I thought, I'm too creative and shy and I just don't fit the mold. And there is no mold. You guys can do literally whatever you set your mind to, and there are people who will help you and back you up, and that's how you reach your goals. You take a leap and just know that a net will catch you and you'll be amazing. So thank you guys so much for all of the support. Any clients of mine who watch, who booked with me when I had no before and afters to show, I had no website to direct you to, and everything just went down in Instagram messages. Thank you so much. And I'm just so happy to share this with you, and yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm gonna call Kaylee my web designer now so we can kind of like have a FaceTime cheers and little celebration.
Hi! It's live! Oh my goodness, I'm so excited!
Thank you so much!
I love it because it's like so
it's so us. This is our website.
Words are not coming.
I know. It's like literally me and a website. Like, and yeah, it's just so crazy because I remember like not knowing what colors I was drawn to, and like, I don't know. In the beginning, you're just like, you don't know where to start. So it's just, it's an accomplishment for both of us to see her in action.
How do you feel?
So good. So good. And I feel like, yeah, this is just the beginning. Now, I feel like this was like such a big undertaking. Like now we can move on to more.
100%. 100%. I feel like, and I guess I didn't realize until like maybe a couple days ago how much this is going to impact, sorry, it's too closing the windows, how much this is going to impact just your day-to-day time of like not needing to message people and respond to people like personally.
Oh my God.
Questions, booking, like everything. It opens up your brain space to be able to like spend that time just thinking and working on other things.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just gonna be, I mean, like, I'm kind of surprised people like put trust in me, but now that I have this, like, I didn't have the before and afters. I didn't have like anything to be legit. So I can't even believe they like trusted me. But now that I have this, I just feel so much more professional.
It's like, but like you see those before and afters, and that is all you. You are the professional. You have been the professional this whole time, and it's like what you do works. It works. It makes sense. It's like, oh, I'm just so stoked for you. Oh,
thank you so much. It's so good. Oh my goodness. So thank you so much. Like, can never thank you enough.
I was talking to my mom earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm launching a site later, it's gonna be really good, and she was asking me, and I was like, telling her about like you and how you're helping with my skin, and then she asked me all the questions about rosacea. It was like a very funny conversation. But in the end, like, she was just like, I'm just so happy, it just seems like that was such a fun project. And I was like, it totally was, but like, there are clients that I never get on the phone with. Like, they just want to review things via email. I like never speak to them. I send them things. It's like they tell me yes. It's just such a different process. So for me, like, this has been so wonderful. It's just been like fun along the way. And I don't know. It was a really good project to take on, kind of like coming out of Amazon too, because it was like skincare, the whole thing.
Red cheeks are poppin'. I don't know if anyone else feels this. Like when you feel really overwhelmed and like overstimulated, I feel like my body like shuts down and I like start, like I literally start to shake and my cheeks are flushed and I really just need to like drink some water and go to bed early tonight. Maybe go on a walk. I'm gonna try to take a picture with the sunset. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being on this journey with me. It's so fun because of you guys, and I don't know, I just love having you guys as my friends as part of the process. So thank you so much for the love and support, and everyone who like tagged me in their post today and commented on my post and just said congrats, like whatever you did, thank you so much. If you watch this video, thank you so much. All those things support me. I love you guys. I'm gonna put the link to my site below so you can check it out. I can't believe I can say that, but I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.